Hello, my friends. My name is Farzin, certified hypnotherapist and head of Solistic Hypnosis, an alternative and holistic mental health service. Welcome to our Solistic Hypnosis online channel. Let me share with you now my explanation of the 3 levels of being picture. In review, the 3 levels of being are the physical, mental, and spiritual dimensions of existence. The physical dimension is that which is tangible, visible, and graspable. Next, the mental dimension is that which is of worldly identity. And finally, the spiritual dimension is that which is of life. To understand the 3 levels of being further, we'll use this visual representation. Let's break down this picture using the Solistic Hypnosis creation story. Before creation, aka physicality, there was nothing. But because there is nothing, the potential for everything is present. Try to imagine the nothingness as an all-black ocean and sky, but only its presence is present. The waves of nothing are invisibly chaotic, just desiring to manifest as something. Have you ever had that chaotic energy within that compels you to create? This experience is the same on that macrocosmic level. Now, at no specific time, a point of light opens in this darkness of nothing. This light naturally calms the chaos while adding color and a platform for creation. From this point of light, the spirit begins to create creation and finally become its creation, or become the physical. To do this, the spirit separates its infinity into all things finite. And although finite may not be as limitless as infinity, it's only through the natural limitation of physicality or finite reality that we can even have a tangible, visible, and graspable world to begin with. First, the spirit awakens souls, or conscious points of energetic life, throughout its creation landscape. The soul is seen with the initial triangle acting as the emanating light of the spirit that brings about the material world. The soul is the conjunction point where nothingness becomes something, which brings us to the further separating of the spirit from the soul into its first inkling of form, through the minds of the mental dimension. Here, the spirit begins to have an infinite number of ideas for creation. The spirit sees through the imagination many forms and environments. But just as you have all kinds of ideas in your imagination, they are only mental apparitions and are not fully physical. This leads us to the lowest level of our being, the physical dimension. We see now the lines finish its descent to the ground. Here is where the spirit takes its mental ideas and creates them into physicality, or creates the tangible, visible, and graspable world. Now, you may have seen with both the mind and body level that there exist symbols of gender, or symbols of the dimension's creative elements. It is the duty of all life to be creative, as creation is what allows life to be something and become something more. On the physical dimension, gender is called sex, seen as the body's genitalia that creates babies or physical human life. Due to the solid nature of the body, seen as the solid lines and separating open entryway, we see that the body is either a male or female sex. On the mental dimension, gender is in its purest form, seen as the mind's dual personality traits of masculinity and femininity that creates dynamic relationships between life forms. Due to the liquid nature of the mind, seen with the curved line here, we see that the mind can express both personality traits. But take notice that the masculine sign is above the male sex, and the feminine sign is above the female sex. This shows that males are naturally more akin to the masculine personality traits, and females to the feminine personality traits. Again, both sexes can express masculine and feminine personality traits, but each sex will feel a pull to their more naturally assigned personality traits. Now, look at the soul triangle and notice there are no gender signs. Instead, you'll see a single eye representing the part of our being that's alive and aware. Here, the spirit is consciousness and energy that watches and experiences the moment. Without the soul, the finite ego is but a sack of flesh, bone, and blood that's mindless and, of course, lifeless. The 3 levels of being pyramid picture is a symbol of who and what we are. Through this understanding, you can live free and die well. This picture is all about you. In conclusion, know that Solistic Hypnosis will use the 3 levels of being to help you change, transform, heal, and empower yourself towards living a better life. This is why we are called Solistic Hypnosis. We are a holistic hypnotherapy service. To learn more about how Solistic Hypnosis can be beneficial, you can contact Solistic Hypnosis via our email, which is info@solistichuhypnosis.com, or call 1-833-SOLISTIC or 1-833-765-4784. Let me assist you one-on-one to realize and master your 3 levels of being. Remember, master yourself to master life. With that said, I look forward to hearing from you all, and stay tuned for more Solistic Hypnosis content. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.